Let me tell y'all something real quick. If you out here sleeping 8 hours a day, every single day, you already losing. See, the world don't stop because you're tired. While you snoring, somebody else up building a dream. Your dream, matter of fact. Somebody's out there grinding, hustling, making moves. And you on your third snooze button. Come on now. You ever notice how successful folks, real successful folks, always seem like they're ahead of the game? You know why? Because they are. They beat the sun up. They ain't waiting on no alarm clock. Their passion is the alarm. Their hunger is what wakes him up. See, when you got purpose in your life, when you got something you chasing, something bigger than you can't afford to be comfortable. Comfort don't make millionaires. Comfort don't build empires. Now I know what you're thinking. But I need my rest. Yeah, you need rest. I ain't saying go 24 hours without sleeping. What I'm saying is if you got time to sleep 8-10 hours every single day and still scroll on your phone for 2 more, you ain't really trying to win. You're just trying to wish. You wishing life was different. You wishing your bank account was bigger. But wishing don't make wealth. Work does. Success is inconvenient. You're going to miss parties. You're going to miss birthdays. You might even miss a few nights of good sleep. But let me ask you, how bad you want it? Because everybody want to be successful until it's time to do what success requires. And what it requires is sacrifice. You got to trade some of that sleep for study, some of that comfort for courage. You got to get up before the world wakes up and claim what's yours. Every hour you sleep past purpose is another hour your competition gets ahead. Every time you say, I'll start tomorrow, somebody else started yesterday. And every time you talk about your dream but don't move on it, you letting it die. Dreams don't work unless you do. You think rich folks made it just cause they lucky. Nah. They worked. They stayed up late, got up early, failed up, back up, and did again. That's what winners do. They earn sleep after they grind, not before. They don't need 8 hours. They need results. They ain't chasing rest. They chasing greatness. You got the same 24 hours everybody else got. So how you using him? You spending him or investing him? Are you sleeping through your breakthrough? Or are you up, eyes open, locked in, hungry? You got a gift. But gifts only grow when you use him. Ain't nobody gonna hand it to you. You gotta go get it. And that starts when you wake up before the excuses do. Success ain't never been about doing what's easy. It's never been about taking the smooth road or sitting back waiting on a miracle. Success comes at a cost. And that cost is sacrifice. You gotta give up something to get something. See, everybody want that life. The big house, the nice car, the freedom. But most folks ain't willing to do what it takes to earn it. That's the difference. Winners sacrifice comfort for commitment. They give up good times today for great rewards tomorrow. You can't sleep like everybody else if you want to live like nobody else. That's real. While your friends hitting the club or catching up on Netflix, successful people are out there building. They sacrificing nights out. They sacrificing sleep. They sacrificing their time, their energy, even some relationships because they focused. They locked in on a vision. And when you're serious about your future, you stop playing with your present. You're fitting to meet all of them. That grind ain't glamorous. It's lonely sometimes. It's early mornings and late nights. It's working when your body says rest and showing up when your mind says quit. It's missing out on what's popular now so you can live in purpose later. You might lose some friends in the process too. Not everybody understands the hustle. Not everybody's built for it. But you can't let other folks' comfort keep you from your calling. You can't chase dreams part-time and expect full-time success. People always say, meet all of them. It must be nice when they see someone win. But they don't see what that person gave up to get there. They don't see the hours, the grind, the missed holidays, the countless times they kept going when they had every reason to stop. They sacrificed, plain and simple. They made a decision, I'd rather be uncomfortable now than stuck forever. And that's what you got to do too. You think sleeping 8 hours every day is a reward. Nah. It's a privilege you earn after the work is done. It's not where you start. You start with grind. You're finna meet all of them. You start with tell yourself, I'll rest when I've built something worth resting for. That's how you separate yourself. That's how you go from ordinary to extraordinary. Not by wishing, but by sacrificing. When your dream is big enough, the sacrifice don't feel like punishment. It feels like purpose. Every time you say no to laziness, to distraction, to comfort, you say eyes to your future. You invest in the person you're trying to become. And the truth is, nobody's coming to save you. No one's going to hand you the life you want. You got to trade for it. You got to sacrifice for it. That's the price of success. You got 24 hours in a day, same as everybody else. Ain't no secret clock the rich folks got access to. They ain't working with extra time. They just using theirs different. See, time is the most valuable thing you got. More than money, more than talent, more than connections. You can lose money and get it back. You can fail and bounce back. But once time gone, it's gone. That's it. Ain't no rewind button. Ain't no do-over. And the truth is, how you spend your time shows what you really value. You can talk about grinding. You talk about changing your life. But your schedule tells the truth. Every minute you give to distraction is a minute taken from your destiny. You scrolling when you could be studying. You sleeping when you be building. You complaining when you could be planning. Time to wait on nobody. It don't care about your excuses, your feelings, or your fears. It keeps moving. With or without you. And while you hesitating, somebody else out there taking action. While you thinking about starting, they already halfway done. Let me tell you this, success is a game of inches, not miles. It's the small choices made every day that add up. You think 1 hour don't matter. You're fitting that hour every morning you waste sleeping in. Multiply that by 7. That's a full workday you just gave away each week. Multiply that by a year. You just gave away over 52 days of opportunity. That's almost 2 months you could have been building your brand, learning a skill, launching your dream. Gone. And for what? A few extra hours of comfort. Winners respect time because they understand its power. They guard their hours like gold. They schedule their grind. They say no to anything that don't align with their vision. They ain't trying to impress people. They trying to become someone. They treat every day like it counts, because it does. You're fitting to meet all of them. And if you don't, you're going to keep watching other folks live the life you keep talking about. You got to start looking at time like it's money in a bank account. You withdraw from it every day. Question is, what are you buying with it? Are you investing in your future or spending it on nothing? You don't need more time. You need more focus. Cut out what's stealing your time. Cut out people who waste it. Cut out habits that ain't helping you move forward. Because the clock ain't slowing down just cause you stuck. And let me tell you, time don't care about your potential. Time only rewards execution. The world is full of people with talent, with dreams, with ideas. But only the ones who use their time wisely ever make those dreams real. Every hour matters. Every minute is a seed. What you plant with your time today is what grows into your future tomorrow. So use it right. You ever notice how some folks don't need an alarm clock? They don't wait on no buzzing phone or no beeping clock to wake them up. You know what wakes them up? Purpose, passion, drive. That fire inside that says, I got something to do today. See, when you truly want something, deep down want it, not just talk about it, not just dream about it, but when your soul is hungry for it, you don't sleep through your calling. Your calling wakes you up before the sun does. Ain't nothing wrong with rest. Your body needs it. But what your spirit needs even more is meaning. And when you've got that in your life, you can't sleep in peace until you move closer to it. That's what passion does. It taps you on the shoulder at 4 a.m. and says, let's go. It don't care if it's cold outside, if you're tired, if your bed feel good. It says, we've got work to do. There's a destiny waiting on you. That's why some folks look like they moving faster than everybody else. It ain't magic. It ain't luck. They just up. They got up when others stayed in bed. They moved when others paused. They didn't wait for perfect conditions. They moved with what they had. That's passion. That's purpose. You're fitting to meet all of them. When you live on fire, you ain't just going through the motions. You wake up with a mission. The difference between people who get ahead and people who stay stuck ain't just talent. It's urgency. You ever seen someone get serious all of a sudden? Maybe they lost something. Maybe they hit rock bottom and now they moving different. Now they focused. Now they ain't wasting time. Why? Because now it matters to them. But imagine if you moved like that before the pressure came. Imagine if you let your purpose push you instead of waiting for pain to shove you. When you love what you do, when you believe in what you're chasing, you don't have to force yourself to grind. It becomes part of you. That early morning ain't a burden. It's a blessing. You get excited to get up because you know every hour you're awake and working is an hour you're getting closer. You got momentum, and momentum is powerful. It don't take 100 steps in one day. It takes 1 step every day. But to take that step, you got to wake up. And not just physically. You got to wake your mind up. Wake your spirit up. Wake that part of you that's been silent for too long and tell it, let's go. We got something to do. You don't need a louder alarm. You need a stronger why. And once you got that why, you're fit to meet all of them. You won't need nobody to push you. That passion will pull you every single morning. A lot of folks out here got dreams, big ones. They talk about him all the time at the dinner table with their friends on social media. They got vision boards, journals, ideas in their heads that sound like greatness. But talking ain't doing. Hoping ain't hustling. You can have the biggest dream in the world, but if you ain't working on it, it's just a wish. And wishes don't change your life. Work does. Real, focused, consistent work. See, dreams don't work unless you do. Your kid on them, you can't sit back and expect the universe to hand it to you. Success don't knock on lazy doors. It shows up at the homes of the disciplined, the persistent. The ones who show up even when they don't feel like it. And that's the truth most people don't want to hear. It ain't pretty. It ain't fun all the time, but it's necessary. You want to be great. You want that next level. Then you better be willing to move like it. Not tomorrow, not when it's convenient. Now, your dream requires sweat. It requires sacrifice. Your fitness requires those days where you don't see results, but you keep going anyway. That's where most people quit. When the reward don't show up right away. But greatness don't come with instant delivery. You got to earn it one day, one task, one step at a time. You got to get out of that comfort zone because comfort is the enemy of progress. As long as you're chilling in your safe zone, your dream stays on hold. You can't grow where it's easy. Growth happens in the struggle, in the grind, in the hours nobody sees. You ever seen a diamond without pressure? Ever seen a masterpiece without work? That same principle applies to your life. You got to be willing to build your dream brick by brick while others sleep, while others doubt you, while others coast through life. And let me tell you something else. You don't need approval to chase your dream. You don't need permission. You don't need everybody to believe in you. You just need to believe in yourself enough to start and then work so hard they can't ignore you. Because when you start working, everything starts moving. The universe meets effort. Doors open for those who knock, not for those who wait. So stop talking about it and be about it. Show me what you're made of. Let your grind speak louder than your posts. Let your effort outshine your excuses. Because if you're not working on your dream, you're something anybody else is. And one day you'll watch them live the life you said you wanted. It ain't about who got the most talent. You're fit to meet all of them. It's about who got the most discipline to get up every day and do the work even when they don't feel like it. That's what separates dreamers from doers. That's what builds legacies. So here's the truth. If you really want success, you got to sleep on your gift and start waking up to your purpose. You can't afford to waste time. You can't afford to make excuses. And you sure can't afford to be average. The dream is yours, but it won't chase you. You got to go get it every single day. Rise earlier, grind harder, and move with intention. Let your hunger outrun your comfort, because at the end of the day, rich people don't sleep 8 hours. They sleep after the work is done. Now get up. Your finger claim what's already yours.